day, as I always say, man, I'm a Dallas Cowboys hard here first. I live this team, I breathe this team, I'm passionate about it. This is what it's really about. The game was just excellent. Like Cowboys Nation was us. But what I came to do is repping my team, repping my star, supporting my team, and giving it all I got.
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up, and yo, Cowboys Nation, it is Sunday, and y'all know what that means.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Yeah, CFO gang, man, let's light up the chat, man. Let's light up the chat. We are not done, Cowboys Nation. Last week was cool, right? We won, we beat Philly, we celebrated, but the job is not done. We still have work to do, and I'm expecting my Dallas Cowboys to go out there in Buffalo and go out there and compete. But before we get into today's game, got some house items I want to address, man. First and foremost, thank you all, CFO gang, whether you're watching on, Twitter, whether you're watching on Facebook. You're probably not watching on Facebook right now because something's going on with the stream. So if y'all can go ahead and share this in the Facebook group, I would deeply appreciate it. But salute to everyone in the YouTube community, right? This past year, we'd had over 1 million people tune into our community and watch our content. We gained almost 8,000 subscribers. This community is rapidly growing, and it's due to you guys. So I've been getting asked this question a lot. And honestly, since I had this channel, I've been kind of sitting on it. Like, what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I really want to do it, but if you guys ask, you will receive. And what we now have, CFO gang, we now have memberships for only $5. Is nothing too crazy, but what you guys will get if you become a CFO member: exclusive content, right? So we know draft season is coming up. I'm going to drop exclusive draft players directly for members only. We're also going to have nights where members only can sit down and cram film sessions with me. I'm going to have giveaways, discounts to the merch store, all sorts of fun stuff. Also, I'll be giving away playoff tickets possibly to a lot of our members, but you have to be a member. So go ahead and become an official CFO member. But once again, thank you to each and every one of you guys for helping this community grow. I cannot do that without you. But let's go ahead and get into this matchup, man. So I know a lot of people are saying, Tuck, it's just the Bills, right? Now, when it comes to the Bills, I want to say this, y'all. They're a coin flip. They are a coin flip, right? Because when it comes to the Bills, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're going to get, right? You never know which one you're going to get. Are we going to get the one that the Bills team that showed up versus Miami? right? Or are we going to get the Bills team that showed up versus the Broncos and versus the Jets? Like, you never know what team you're going to get. But I will say this, y'all. We are going to prepare, and I feel like we are going to get Buffalo's best punch today. And this is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. Now, I was kind of hinting to this on Twitter, right? But I didn't want to give the entire show away, right? This is an important game for Cowboys fans. I mean, a lot of you don't know. If you're younger Cowboys fans, you know, the Buffalo Bills fans, they don't like us, right? They don't like us. I mean, you go back to our first Super Bowl that we won with the triplets, y'all. We dog walked them boys 52-17. You know? We dog walked the Bills 52-17. And then turned right back around, back to back, right? And dog walked them again 30-13, right? So there's always been this kind of hatred when it comes to Bills fans and the Dallas Cowboys. So I guarantee y'all, Cowboys Nation, they're going to be up for this game. They're going to be up for this game, and they're going to come out fighting. It's going to be most importantly, the Cowboys come back and fight, which I think they will, man. They've shown it all season, right? But I also will say this, y'all. It sounds weird when I say it, so just walk with me. Just take this walk with me. I feel like this is one of Dak Prescott's biggest games of his career. Tuck you crazy, right? Tuck you crazy. It's just a regular season game. It's just. Hear me out. When it comes to Dak Prescott, we know some of the dark clouds, right? We know some of the hate that he gets, right, when it comes to other quarterbacks. And I think what Dak really misses, right? He misses marquee matchups versus a lot of their favorites, right? Because, you know, think about this, right? Last year, we didn't get Dak versus Joe Burrow. Dak was out, right? So you didn't get Dak versus Joe Burrow. You know, when we played the Ravens, we didn't get Dak versus Lamar. We got Dak versus Pat Mahomes, but they both pretty much stunk up the place that game. That was a boring game, right? So you never really gotten these heavyweight matchups when it comes to Dak Prescott outside of Jalen Hurts, outside of Tom Brady, and then you have your Aaron Rodgers, right? So I think it's going to be important, man, that Dak could come out there and show and prove versus everyone's favorite. Everyone loves Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen, y'all, I know it's Sunday, but he walked on water, you know, and died for all of our sins. Like, for some media people's, you know, standpoint, Josh Allen can do no wrong, right? So I think it's important, right? I want Dak to come out there, play well, and win this game, and that will continuously really silence some of this hate. Now, salute to Derek Eagleton, does a phenomenal job for the DallasCowboys.com. You know, it looks like it's going to be cold, windy, rainy in Buffalo, so it's going to be one of those dark, grimy games, right? But ultimately, I feel like the Dallas Cowboys have to find a way to come out there and win, man. Salute to my guy, JC Cowboys Network, man. Definitely check out his channel, y'all, man. He's doing a phenomenal content. He's like the leader of the new school. He's the new class, right? There's always different class of content creators. He's coming in right now, doing a phenomenal job, doing great job with his film breakdown. Definitely give my guy a follow and also subscribe to his channel as well, man. Salute to my guy, JC, and salute to everybody in the chat, man. How y'all feeling? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what jersey y'all sport, man. I had to put the 7 out. You know what I'm saying? I had to pull the 7 out because this was a game when the season was first announced and the schedule first came out. I was looking for that brotherly rivalry of Stephon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs going out there to battle. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that right, but I'm keeping the spirit of Trayvon alive. So this is my guy, Trayvon Diggs, man. For some reason, he's been at the tailgate, the big Dallas tailgate with my guy, Des Bryant in High Point and Personal Corner. I've missed Diggs every time. Thanksgiving, I must have walked out as soon as Diggs and Aiden came in, missed them. And then last weekend versus the Eagles in that crazy tailgate that Personal Corner did, right? I was on stage, right? Y'all saw me doing everything on stage, right? So I was like, all right, you know, I'm doing my thing on stage. I'm having fun. I need a drink break. So I walked off the stage. I went to the back bar to get me another drink. And then I turn around and look up. Trayvon Diggs is on stage. And I'm like, damn, I just missed Trayvon again, but I'm not walking through all those people. You got it. But salute to my guy, Trayvon. So, yeah, I think this is going to be an important game, right? I think it's going to be an important game for the Cowboys to go out there, continue to battle on the road, right? Everyone kind of knows what the Cowboys are at home. Let's see who you are on the road, right? Going to a tough atmosphere. Bills fans going to be jumping through tables, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a big environment out there. because they want this game. They want this game, right? So these are the games I've been trying to tell y'all, fam, that the Cowboys are going to need to get playoff tested. This is going to be a playoff atmosphere, and I'm expecting my Cowboys to go out there and show and improve. But like I was saying earlier, y'all, when it comes to Dak Prescott, this is one that he kind of needs, right? You know, he kind of needs this one. Because think about, what is Josh Allen really notorious for? Not much. Not much. I mean, he's good, right? Like I said in my film breakdown this past week, he's a creative player. If you had to build a quarterback on Madden, you'll probably come out like Josh Allen. Big, physical, agile, big, strong arm, you know, hard to tackle, all of that, right? I would build it in the mold of Josh Allen. But if you look at his career, there ain't like he's been having these signature wins. But why do people really praise Josh Allen, y'all? Go ahead and comment in the chat if you know the answer. It's because he had that battle with Pat Mahomes. He had that classic game with Pat Mahomes. It was a back and forth game, and it's overtime, right? So just off that game alone, from him going back and forth with Pat Mahomes, who is pretty much the GOAT right now, they automatically just put him as elite. They automatically just put Josh Allen up there, right? Just because if he had that game. So that is why I think Dak Prescott need to come out, play well, get the win versus Josh Allen, and continue to suppress, you know, a lot of that hate that Dak Prescott gets compared to these other quarterbacks. But it's not about individual accolades. It's not about the MVP. It's about team success, which I know this team is, you know, really focused on, right? You know, and Dak had said something this past week. He was talking about the brotherhood. And I believe it, right? We've all seen teams, y'all, where it's kind of fake camaraderie, where it seems like everyone kind of likes each other. They kind of seem friendly, you know. It's like, all right, that's my teammate, right? But it doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem genuine. It doesn't seem sincere. When I watch this Dallas Cowboys team offensively, defensively, it doesn't seem fake. And that's a testament to Mike McCarthy. He has put together a great culture of great guys who generally just like each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they really do like each other. It's not forced, right? You see them interact on the sideline when we hear sounds from the sideline. When I was watching them at camp, right? It's just like my guy Gil just said, it's a big family. Everybody has each other's back. And when you have a team like that, y'all, it's extremely important and it's extremely contagious. You don't need the most talented team, right? The most talented team. But if I know at the end of the day, my defense has my back, and then likely also my offense has my back, and we're going to go out there and everybody's going to put their best foot forward and go out there to make plays. You don't see a lot of selfishness when it comes to this Cowboys roster. You know what I'm saying? You don't see, because if we're being honest right now, y'all, Michael Gallup could be pouting, frustrated, and, you know, throwing a hissy fit. He's our highest paid wide receiver, and he's not even getting that many looks, right? But when it comes to Michael Gallup, when his number is called, he makes his plays. That's it. No complaining, right? Brandon Cooks, it took him a minute to kind of get things in gear, right? Didn't complain, continue pushing, continue guiding, continue encouraging CeeDee Lamb. And that's special, y'all. That's special, right? The same thing you see with our defense. You see the camaraderie, you see everyone playing for each other, and that's going to be important. That is a championship caliber mindset. That's a championship caliber temperament, right? And I like that when I see from our team, right? So we got some obstacles today, right? We know Jonathan Hankins is going to be out today. It's going to be up to Big Mozzie, man. Big Mozzie, bro. This has to be your game, right? And I know a lot of people are saying, yo, Tuck, you know, Mozzie this, Mozzie that, right? But when it comes to Mozzie, y'all, make no mistakes about it. This kid is a force. I think this is sometimes where you see players leap. When you get the opportunity, when you get to go out there and make a name for yourself, your reps is going to increase, and you know your defense is depending on you, right? Because like I said, it's going to be a cold, rainy game out there. They're going to try to run the ball with Cooks. They're going to try to run the ball with Cook and get him going. You know, Mozzie, this is going to be your opportunity, kid, to go out there to step up, and I think that he will. I'm expecting to have a good game from Mozzie Smith, man. I'm expecting to have a big game from Mozzie Smith to go out there and seize his moment. A lot of people, right? And I'll say this, right? Even for me, like sometimes it's like I'm kind of on the cusp, but when I'm forced into a situation, that's where I thrive. that's where I thrive, right? It's like I have no choice. Where everything's pretty much on my shoulders is thrive. And I think that's going to be the same case with Mozzie. Zach, you just asked about Carl Davis' name. I think that he was elevated, right? So he'll be active today, right? But I think it's going to be a rotation. You're going to see Carl Davis a little bit, but I think that they're really going to throw the gauntlet out there with Mozzie. And rightfully so, right? This is your first round draft pick. Here we are, week 15. Let's see what really transpired. And I think that they're going to have Mozzie ready for today. So I'm expecting a big game from Mozzie Smith when it goes out there versus this Buffalo Bills offense. But let's go ahead and get into the scouting report, because I know a lot of people were waiting on it. I appreciate y'all, for being lenient with me, because some people like, Tuck, what's the scouting report? Like, bro, it takes a lot. Like, a lot of people don't understand, man. When I do these scouting reports, y'all, this is all me. I got to do all these scouting reports. This is all my graphics, everything. The mistype of Stephon Diggs, I add an extra F, but who cares? Y'all get the point, right? So let's focus on the Buffalo Bills offense, right? When you look at the Buffalo Bills, they have a 7-6 record. Key wins versus Miami. They won last week versus Kansas City. Some people said they should have lost that game. We had Kadarius Toney. They're still hearing Kansas City men complaining about Kadarius Toney lining up all sides. He was clearly all sides. And what I've been trying to tell all my Chiefs fans here in Kansas City, it happened to us last year with Jalen Tolbert, right? So players line up all sides. We saw last night, right? We saw there's just, like, it happens, but, I'm kind of just chilling out, minding my business, right? But when it comes to this Buffalo Bills, team, a lot of people are acting that the Cowboys just came off this big mega win versus the Eagles, right? They put it all on the line. They're going to be depleted. But last Sunday was a big win for the Buffalo Bills too. Let's not act like that the Chiefs was chopped liver. That was an important win for them on the road, right? So when it comes to both teams, we're both coming off of big victories, big emotional victories, right? So it's going to be up to continue to show and prove. So I don't think that the Bills have some advantage and the Cowboys are going to come out there and overlook this game because we just beat Philly. That's not the case, right? Both teams know what's at stake. The Buffalo Bills are playing for their playoff seeding. If you look in the AFC, y'all, you got Burrow's out, you got a lot of quarterbacks that's kind of nicked up. You have the Chiefs that's kind of a little bit down right now. You have the Dolphins. They're going to be without Tyreek Hill today. The Bills kind of smell like, all right, this is our moment to make our opportunity. They're going to come out fighting. And the same thing for the Dallas Cowboys. We need to come out fighting. Right now, we control our destiny. We win, things open up for us playoff-wise, right? So we got to go out there and control our destiny. So the whole trap game, looking past games, that's over with, y'all. We might as well lose trap game out of our vocabulary. It's week 15, y'all. Let's get rid of that, man. Ain't no more trap games, right? We're locked in, we're loaded because we know what the goal is at stake, man. Salute to my brother, man, my guy Rome, Cowboys fan. Talk, man, if y'all did not see last weekend, me and my brother out there with DMV, Okoye, Ball, Sky, Aisha Morris, and the list goes on and on. Law, like, we was out there having a time. We had a time, man, and we definitely put up and showed out for Cowboys Nation last weekend. But yeah, it's going to be a big opportunity for the Cowboys to come out there and go out there and get this win. Now, when you look at this Buffalo Bills offense, like I was saying, y'all, we all know it starts and it ends with Josh Allen, right? So Josh Allen, he's going to go out there. He's a coin flip, right? He's a coin flip. It's a lot of different things that Josh Allen can do. Like I said, he's extremely talented. When you watch Josh Allen, he has all the talent in the world. But sometimes it's just like, bro, what are you thinking? What are you thinking when it comes to some of this decision making? So it's going to be very important that the Cowboys front four, once again, go out there, get pressure, right? There's going to be an opportunity for a turnover here and there for interceptions. We must seize the opportunity and make that play, because if you're able to go out there and disrupt Josh Allen, especially post-snap, and I think that's where he really struggles, y'all, is post-snap. Now, here's the thing, and I posted this on Twitter. A lot of people think when it comes to Josh Allen that he's this godly air attack, tossing the ball down the field. That is not the case. There's a caveat with that, right? So if you look at Josh Allen, let's just say for round numbers, he has about 3,300 total yards in passing, right? but 1,500 of those approximately is all yak yards. So to act like Josh Allen is carving things up downfield and this big explosive offense, especially after they moved on from Dorsey, that's not the case. They take a lot of underneath plays and turn into big opportunities, right? So you got to go out there and tackle. And like I said, Stephon Diggs, the very next person I'm going to talk about, right? We know he can't let little brother get no peace arguments over him. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't let little bro get those dinner table arguments that the Cowboys came to Buffalo and beat y'all. So he's going to be on 1-2, right? And I know there were some conversations about Stephon Gilmore having an illness, and Brandon Cooks having an illness as well. But I think from what I'm seeing thus far, Gil's going to go out there and play, and I think Brandon Cooks is going to go out there and play as well. But I think that once again, Gil going to have a tough matchup going against Stephon, man. You got to battle. You know what I'm saying? You went out there, you locked down A.J. Brown. Well, here's your prize, Gil. You get Stephon Gilmore, who I think is just as much of a complete wide receiver than A.J. Brown, if not more. So it's going to be a battle. They have some weapons offensively that you definitely have to take in consideration. They're a balanced offense, right? They got Cook out there. Y'all know, where his bloodline's coming from. Florida State. Salute to my guy Dalvin. You got Gabe Davis out there, who's a sneaky wide receiver. He can definitely get over the top and make things happen. They also got Dalton Kincaid. We talked heavily about him in the draft season. So he's like a hybrid tight end / wide receiver. They also have a guy who a lot of us in the draft community talked about too. Y'all remember O'Cyrus Torrence, the guard out of Florida that a lot of us wanted? He's out there as well. So, they definitely got some guys offensively. Now, when you look at this Bills offense, they are currently 5th in scoring, averaging 26 points per game, right? Total offense, they're averaging about 378 yards per game, 5th in the NFL. Rushing offense, they're 10th. Passing offense, they're 5th, right? So they're balanced. And like you were saying, right, with this weather and situation, are they going to run the ball a little bit more? And if they're going to run the ball a little bit more, which I think they will, Mozzie, right? Come on, Mozzie, right? Our linebackers got to play well, because not only do you have to consider Cook as a run threat, you also have to consider Josh Allen using his legs as well. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to try to get the ground game moving, get things involving, get things moving. But then also you got to be aware of what they can also do in the air with their wide receivers. So they're going to be balanced. They're going to give you a balanced punch. And for me personally, I think our defense needs this, y'all. I think our defense needs this. And like I've been preaching, y'all, we are going to be playoff tested. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a blood in your mouth game. Now maybe, I wouldn't complain. Maybe we go out there and we handle business, we 40 burger the Bills, and we get on to the next one, right? I would love to see that, right? But I don't think that's going to be the case. Not with this weather, not, on the road, not with everything at stake. I think we're going to scrap for a little bit, right? And I love it, because this is going to build temperament of a championship caliber team to go out there, fight, scrap, and go out there and get what's yours. But I think, once again, y'all, there's going to be opportunity with Josh Allen. Now, I'm not telling nobody what to do with y'all money. I ain't telling y'all what to do with y'all money. But I'm just going to say, Josh Allen, anytime interceptions, they've been paying. He's thrown an interception, y'all, in every game except 2 this year, right? So there's going to be some opportunity. I think that Deron Bland's going to get some opportunity. I think Gilmore's going to get some opportunity, right? So, like I said, when you get that opportunity, you have to be damn sure that you go out there and make things happen. Let's get into the chat, man. My guy JC says, yeah, I always like Josh Allen. I think we will be too much for him. Once our front seven gets going. Yeah, I think so. It's going to be important for our front seven to get going, right? Because I think the thing that really throws Josh Allen off, right, when you kind of just watch him, and I said this in my video breakdown this past week, is post-snap and disguise zones, right? So my guy Gil just said Gilly pick 6, but if you're able to disguise your zones, right, run cover 6. And for those of you who do not know, that's like cover 2 on one side, cover 3 on the other side, right? So if you give him those different looks, alongside with giving him pressure, that's where you see a lot of the mistakes that Josh Allen happens. Go out there and throw those costly interceptions. So, those are some of the things you really have to kind of mix things up and get pressure. And it's almost like, it sounds crazy, right? Because one's considered God tier and one's is considered okay. But it's pretty much almost like identical game plan that we had for Hurts last week, right? You know what I'm saying? Watch the B gap, go out there, like my guy Rome just said, win in the trenches, get in pressure, knock him off his spot. And if you get him sped up, he'll make things happen. He'll naturally just go out there and make things happen, because when you watch Josh Allen, like I said in my film breakdown, like he's not a guy that goes out there and just, throws the ball away. He doesn't play to live another day, right? So if there's a situation where he's rolling out the pocket, he'll force a throw. He'll throw a duck here and there, right? He'll throw a misread. He'll throw a floater. But like I said, the most important thing is right there, right? Boom. Interception, right? So there's going to be some opportunity. You have to go out there and make things happen. Let's watch it again. Let's run that back. Let's see if we can run it back. Let's run it back. See? Boom. Interceptions. Flush him out the pocket. Flush him out with the pressure. And he's like, know what? I'm just going to sidearm, right? And throw that interception. And, some quarterbacks, this is what we call gunslinging. Quarterbacks like making plays like that, you get called a gunslinger, throwing interceptions like that, or what is it? Oh no, gunslinger in a game changer. Plays like that, y'all, are gunslingers and game changers. That's what they'll do. That's what you call. You know what I'm saying? You'll get called a game changer for things like that, right? So, like I said, it's gonna be important for our defense to go out there and just do what we've been doing. Go out there and do what we've been doing, and I think this Cowboys defense should have a good day versus this Bills offense, especially if it's cold, rainy, and grimy, and they really can't put the ball in the air. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for turnovers, and we know that's what the Dallas Cowboys defense does best. Let's get into the chat, man. Got some more questions. This better not be a trap. Nah, bro. We are removing the word trap game from our vocabulary. It's over. You know what I'm saying? We're in playoff mode. You know what I'm saying? Trap games is done. That trap games happen versus the Giants possibly, and in the Panthers possibly. Those were trap games. Nah, no more. We're locked and loaded, man. We're locked and loaded to try to make this run and go out there and get everything that's in front of us, whether that's the division, whether that's the number 1 seed. Like, that's where we need to be locked in. It can't be no trap games. So it's like, we came out there and we overlooked the Bills. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. My guy Will says, I'm just outside of Syracuse and it's beautiful out right now. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. I know a lot of people, right? They want to see the fireworks. They want to see Dak Prescott and Josh Allen both throw for 380 yards and 400 yards and have this godly, quarterback back and forth, right? But for me personally, I just want to get the win. I just want to get the win. If it's a Tony Pollard game, I just want to go get the win. That's all I really care about, is going out there and getting the win. Now, getting over to the defensive side of ball, right? When you look at their defense, they're defensively ranked 14th in total defense. So they'll give you 321 yards a game, right? They're running heavy zone, right? So they're once again, right? I mistyped the word, but who cares? Y'all get the point, right? Heavy zone defense. They play zone almost 72% of the time, right? And they play a lot of nickel. So there's going to be some opportunity because Dak Prescott, he plays well. He played great versus zone. Now, I will say this. When I was watching the film session, I watched Philly, right? Someone said, okay, how would they play the Eagles compared to how they play the Chiefs? When they actually went out there defensively versus the Philadelphia Eagles, things were a little bit different compared to how they played Kansas City. So when they played the Eagles, they played a lot of cover 4. They play a lot of cover 4. So what you guys don't understand, if you don't understand, right, cover 4 is that you have pretty much, 4 guys just dropping back playing quarters, right? Quarter of the field. And that's what they did versus Philly. And they rushed with 4 because they wanted to keep everything in front and not allow things over the top. And I think when you look at our offense, even though we're not like Philly, we have a lot of similar talent to Philly. So I would expect that to kind of be a similar game plan versus when it comes to the Chiefs. We know, their wide receiver core isn't the best, right? They pretty much got Travis Kelce in them. So I think that's why they play a lot more cover 3 versus Kansas City than they play versus Philly. But when you go out there and watch, they play a lot of cover 4 versus Philly. So I expect to see a lot of quarters. But like I said, y'all, the one thing they definitely can do, they get a lot of pressure. And if they're able to get pressure and make things happen, they'll definitely make a play on the ball. So they got Greg Rousseau. I know a lot of draft people talked about Greg Rousseau out there. You know, they got some guys that can definitely go out there and get a lot of pressure. So it's going to be important, once again, like my guy Rome says, this game will be won in the trenches, right? Offensive line, defensive line, go out there and do your job. And our offensive line, knock on wood, has played well. And here's the great part about it, right? There's a lot of upside for our offensive line. I might make a breakdown video on that, right? But I think our offensive line is trending in the right direction. So we got to continue to stack up on that. Like my guy Terrence Steele last week, he got it back in blood. You know what I'm saying? My guy Terrence Steele got it back in blood last week versus Reddick, right? So I think that, you know, those types of games, playing against Philly's defensive front, even though we went out there and dog walked the Eagles, their defensive front's one of the best in the NFL. So those types of games gets you prepared for a game like this. So we got to continue to stack those successes, you know, week after week after week, which I think the Cowboys will ultimately do. But also when we look at their defense, like I said, 42 sacks, are averaging 15 pressures per game, y'all. So they're going to go out there and try and get pressure. They can do a lot of different things and go out there and try to get to the quarterback, but we cannot really allow that. We have to go out there and just play our game. Don't get too cute, man. Salute to my guy Bumpy Bars in the building. What's up with you, bro, man? Definitely follow my guy if you love battle rap, man. My guy's one of the best battle rap bloggers out there. Salute to you, bro. My guy Sugar Daddy Williams says O-line is healthy and gelling. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. But yeah, that's facts, bro. That is facts, right? I think just having our best 5 out there, it makes a difference, y'all. It makes a difference. Man, Tyler Smith is playing phenomenal. You know, Zach Martin is doing what Zach Martin is doing. Tyler Biadasz is having a good season. You know, centers don't get a lot of credit, but Tyler Biadasz is having a good season as well. And then we know what Tyron and Terrence is also doing. So, you know, I think that's key. And I think they're starting to gel and get that communication. This is what I always try to preach people. Like when it comes to the offensive line, it's a link, right? Everybody has to be in sync. You can't have one person out there kind of just doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, because if there's a chink in that link, the whole offensive line breaks. If your right tackle's getting cooked, the whole offensive line is struggling, right? So it's just like you got to be a link, right? A chain or defense from protecting our quarterback. And I hope they go out there and continue to do that. And I think that they will. Now, you know, what I look at when it comes to this Buffalo Bills being a heavily zoned team, y'all, it's going to be a big day for ASAP Ferg, man. I feel like this is going to be an ASAP Ferg game, y'all, because their linebacker core, like I said, they play a lot of nickel. But I think Mia Kunis posted something on Twitter the other day, salute to Mia, that, you know, how the Bills defense struggles in the middle of the field, and Dak likes to attack the middle field with the slants and the drags and the crossers, also with the seams, right? He's a seam guy. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunity for Jake Ferguson today to continue his trend. So if you watch my high point fantasy breakdown, if you're playing fantasy in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? I got Sam Laporta. You know, I got Sam Laporta, so, you know, I'm kind of cool with tight end, you know what I'm saying? But if you got Jake Ferguson, you probably need to have him in your starting roster today, because I think Jake Ferguson is primed to have another big day. And the thing about Jake Ferguson, y'all, the most important thing, his hair is starting to turn blonde. The ground is starting to shake. He's starting to get in Saiyan mode, but also Dak is like, okay, that's my guy. That's my safety blanket. That's my go-to, and it's going to get scary from here. Because like I said, no slight to Dalton Schultz. I like Dalton Schultz, even though he got me blocked, right? I like Dalton Schultz. But when you look at Jake Ferguson, the thing about Jake Ferguson, he gives you the opportunity to take something small and make it big, right? Dalton Schultz never really had that, right? He gets something small, he can keep it small, right? But Jake Ferguson, a simple check down can turn into a 15, 20-yard game with Jake Ferguson. He got the wiggle. You know what I'm saying? He has the wiggle. He has the aggressiveness. He has the hurdle, the athleticism. Like, there's a lot of different things that Jake Ferguson really brings to our offense. And there's going to be a lot of opportunity for Jake Ferg to really go out there and have some opportunity versus this Buffalo Bills defense. He says, we got to go follow what Law was preaching. What my guy Law been preaching, man? My guy Law always preaching something, man. What Law been preaching, man? Yeah, we got to stay aggressive, you know? And here's the thing, D-Block. I think we are getting, as Cowboys fans, what we've always been asking for. That's an identity. You know what I'm saying? That's an identity. We're staying aggressive. We're going to come out there. We're going to do some motions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, and that is, that has benefits. It's contagious, right? When you know, hey, my coach ain't scared to go for it on fourth down. He's not scared to go for it on fourth down, right? If we know, hey, our offense is going to go through our quarterback and Dak Prescott, and we trust our quarterback and going to go out there and let him cook, right? That's the identity of your offense. I just feel like with Kellen, it was kind of, 1 week we were on team. One game, it's a CeeDee Lamb game. One game, it's a Michael Gallup game. One game, we might run some RPOs. One game, we might run some wheel routes with Jake Ferguson. It was just too all over the place. The no identity offense. Right now, we know what you're gonna get. We know what you get. Oh, you meant D-Law, not Law of Nations. That's my guy Linus. Yeah. You go hit it, and hit him again, and hit him again, and hit him again, and hit him again. Exactly, D-Law. And like I said, that's the mindset. That's the mindset. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the thing that I love the most about this Cowboys team, y'all, you see some identity. You see some culture, right? You see this mindset really starting to take over with this Cowboys team defensively, but also offensively. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the past just few years, right, under the Mike McCarthy regime, under the Dan Quinn regime, right, we all knew our defensive players, Micah, J-Ron, Dono, D-Law, like, they're always going to be the attitude. They're going to be Trayvon. They're going to be the attitude. They're going to be the ones that's charged up. They're going to be the ones that sparked up. But when it came to our offense, right, it's kind of just quiet, mellow. I mean, we had Zeke, who was kind of our lightning rod, who we lost, right? But CeeDee Lamb ain't going to say much. Tyron Smith don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Zach Martin, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tyler don't say much, But now you're seeing a young guy like Jake Ferguson be your attitude. You know what I'm saying? You see someone young like Jake Ferguson come out there and be your attitude, right? And it's contagious. And now you're seeing Dak be a little chippy with a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? Now you're seeing CeeDee with a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're seeing a little attitude across the board. Not just defensively, but offensively as well. And I think that's really contagious, man. It's really contagious. Yeah, Ferg chirps. And I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Tone setters. You know what I'm saying? Like, CeeDee Lamb is one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the NFL. But sometimes you need a guy to go out there and set the tone a little bit. Extra little hit. Extra, nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? But an extra hit and let people know offensively it's not going to be that. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be that. You're not going to come out here, Jamal Adams, and, doing all this extra stuff and celebrating and hitting our players and standing over us. We're not going to allow that. We are done taking the high road. You go low with your low. Just is what it is. And I like that temperament from this Cowboys team across the board. Now, yes, I'm going to turn on the phone lines here in a second, y'all, but looking at the tail of the tape, like I said, when it comes to the Bills versus the Cowboys, right? We're 10-3. They're 7-6. We're number 1 in scoring. Salute to Mike McCarthy. Number 1 in scoring. They're number 5. Opponent scoring average, we're 4th. They're 6th, right? Total offense, we're 4th. They're 5th. So if you look at the tail of the tape, right? We're kind of close in a lot of statistical categories. And I think this is why Vegas pretty much had it as a coin flip. You know what I'm saying? Passing offense, we're 2nd. They're 5th. Total defense, we're 3rd, they're 14th. This one, the separation kind of comes in just a little bit. But their rush defense is 19th, we're 13th. Passing defense, 5th, they're 11th. You know what I'm saying? So there is a lot of similar qualities when it comes to the Cowboys, and this Bills team is going to make it a fun game. Look at their penalties. Look at our done penalties. Got penalties, turnover margin, everything. So I think overall, y'all, it's going to be a fun game. But ultimately, I'm expecting the Cowboys to go out there, put their best foot forward, go play ball, and come back with the victory. I don't expect no let-ups. I don't expect any let-ups from the Cowboys at this time of the season. I just don't see it. I would be shocked. But overall, it's going to be a tough competitive game. It just is what it is, y'all. It just is what it is. This is what we asked for. This is what we asked for because we don't want to go back into the playoffs, right? Flying high, 40-burgering everybody. Like, nah. We want to go out there and say, okay, who are we really? Are we really that tough? Or we fake tough, you know what I'm saying? Because that other team that we played last Sunday, they now got question marks. Are you as tough as you thought you was?
And they're going to play some teams, maybe kind of back into, the playoffs, but, are you as tough as you think you are? We will see, but we'll definitely know that when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. What just happened? Something just happened with my mic. Let's see. What just happened with my mic? Hold on, let me see. Test. Hold on. What the hell? She's always something, man. Hold on. Test. Test. We still mic's messed up? Hold on. Test. We still messed up? God damn. What the hell happened? I don't hear anything. Check. Mic's still going? What the hell happened to my mic? All I did was turn the phone lines. Let me see. Hold on. Test. The game is loud. What the hell, bro? I didn't touch anything. Bad still. Check. Damn, what happened? All I did is... Let me see. Still bad. They got me on auto-tune. They got me T-Pain? My mic settings. I didn't touch anything. Hold on, y'all. Let me get right. Properties. Test.
You are the only participant in the conference.
What the hell? Mic still gone? Test. Let me see. Test. Still crazy, y'all? Or can y'all not even hear me no more? Huh. Can y'all not hear me no more? Test. Y'all can't hear me? Hold up. Test. Hold on. Is it better? Test. Okay, we back. All right. Let's see, but that's what people don't understand, man. When you're producing your own show, it's just weird stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All I did was turn the phone lines on and send everything crazy. See, that's what happened, man. All right, we good, we rocking. All right, so sorry about that. Let's go ahead and turn these phone lines on, and I'll let y'all guys go ahead and call in. Let me see. Bam. All right, there we go, y'all. So give me a call, 727-731-6084. Go ahead. So we're going to kind of get how y'all feeling about this game, man, and what's really going on with y'all thoughts. But ultimately, I feel good. Like I said, all we have to go out there and do is play our game. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and play our game, and everything should be good, right? But I think it's going to be a tough battle. Like I said, they got a lot of different things that they can throw our way. They got the wide receivers. They got the ground game. Their offensive line is decent. They got the quarterback, right? Their defensive front is okay. Secondary is all right. You know what I'm saying? It's probably much better than what we faced last Sunday. So it's going to be some opportunity out there, but I think the Cowboys are going to come out there and show and prove versus the Buffalo Bills. It's doing it again. Damn. What the hell? I didn't even touch nothing. Doing it again. Huh. What? See, I don't even know what it's doing. Is it doing it again, y'all? Test. Test. I don't know what it's possibly doing. Hold on. Is it still messing up, y'all? Everyone says it's good. It's good. We're just gonna rock. And just let me know. All right. So we got a caller, man. Let's see. We'll hear this caller. Make sure we're good with the audio there. Let's see here. Hey, caller, state your name. Where you from?
This is Coach Marv.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? Hey, can y'all hear Coach Marv, man? No, here's the crazy thing, Nick. I don't need a new mic for Christmas. This is $1,000 microphone. That's why I'm pissed off it's not working. My mic is messing up. My mic is messing up. I don't know where my mic is messing up at. Hold on, Coach Marv. Let me make sure we got you right, bro, before we get in. Let me see. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to turn all this off. All right. How about no? Ooh, no. Hold on. Nope. There. That's like. Hold up, Coach Marv. Let me get you right. Let's see. Is that better? I don't know what the hell's going on. Can y'all hear Coach Marv out there? Yeah. It has static. Some say it sounds fine now. Some say it has static. It works now. We good. All right. Can y'all hear Coach Marv, though, to the phone line?
Yes.
All right, we good. I think you hear me, Coach. Sorry about that, Coach. Man, what's going on, man? We good.
Hey, man. Coach, man, you are so right with your analysis about this game. Last week, I wasn't really concerned about last week.
Right.
I really thought that what the results that we got was what we got. This week, this game right here is where I always said when I was doing my coaching is where you got to go gangster victories.
Right.
And you got to have a gangster mentality. I posted on the Twitter my nine keys to going in gangster victories. I sent it to your Twitter box.
Okay.
But it is 9 things you got to do on the road, and they have nothing to do with X's and O's, because at this particular point in time, teams have your X's and O's, and now it's about who executes the best and what type of mindset you have when you go on the road in these type of hostile territories. Mm-hmm. Defense must travel. They gotta travel, and they don't have to be totally dominant, but they have to be solid. Mm-hmm. If you look at our team, where we've gotten hurt on the road, as well as the last 2 or 3 years, is about big plays. Mm-hmm. Got to limit big plays, especially on the road, because that is a momentum changer. Mm-hmm. Time possession on the road is paramount. Mm-hmm. If you look at the Bills, if you go back into the workings of the dynamics, the games that they have not had time possession, they have struggled big time. Mm-hmm. Games that they have one-time possession, they have done very, very well. And usually in Buffalo, they don't usually give up time possession at all. They usually keep the ball and keep their crowd in the game. Mm-hmm. Physicality is a gangster must. If you're going to gangster on the road, physicality is a gangster must. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to learn this young team. We got to understand something. We still have a young team that's really trying to get to the apex of championship football.
Right.
So this is a game that's really going to check that you have to be grinding, and you have to out-physical teams when you go on the road. Turnovers, that's always a must when you're talking about games. That usually is a deciding factor, but you can't turn the ball over in these type of games. Explosive plays, that goes along with what I said about being defense and control explosive plays. You brought up a very interesting point about Buffalo, yak yards. We have to make Buffalo take 9, 10 play drives. Because reason why you want that is because you have a mistake-prone quarterback.
Right.
And the more you make him drive the ball, and the more you make him try to make play after play after play, eventually he's going to get an answer, and he's going to try to force a play. Mm-hmm. And you're going to be there for it. Mm-hmm. And the run game is important every time you go on the road. I think McCarthy said a message here when they activated your boy, Davis, today. Mm-hmm. So that means that they're saying, hey, we may get waterlogged with a running back. We might need to have an extra running back to get a couple of carries in there. Right. So we want to continue to keep having a physical presence running the football. Mm-hmm. This game here, another key tuck, and I don't think a lot of people don't look at it, but I look at it like this when I was coaching. Special teams going to win you at least 2 games out of a year.
Mm-hmm.
2 games out of a year. It wouldn't surprise me today that special teams wins us a game on the road between one of these next 2 road games.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be key. If you look back at our playoff runs back when we was back in our heyday, special teams won us games.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I think where if we make this is a sloppy turf, there might be a lot of punts. I'm looking to see if we can get a block punt or a return or some great field position or a game-changing play with our special team, because we've been playing very well on special teams. And red zone is very important. But the last key on my 9 keys is you have to have a dog man mindset today.
Mm-hmm.
And today is the game that I really believe is going to set the win or lose. And I know people don't want to hear the word lose.
Right.
Win or lose, this is going to set us in the right frame of mind of playoff football, because this right here is for me, the first true road game that we have had. We know about San Francisco. We play them all the time. We know they're our rivals.
Right.
We know about going in division road games. Division road games, we do that every year.
Mm-hmm.
But this is probably going to be the first game that we're going to go in that 85% of the crowd is going to be Buffalo fans, and they're going to be all fired up in playoff atmosphere.
Right.
They're going to be this, and this is going to be the first time we're going into a road game where it's against a different opponent in a different type of setting that is going to be totally off the chain. But I believe that we got the salt to do that, but now we just have to play our game and stay calm. Win or lose, this is going to prepare us for getting in the right mindset, because talent is not the problem here.
Right.
It's all about now mindset and paying the fee. So you might have seen what I said about paying the fee. Focus, effort, and execution. You got to pay the fee to be champion.
Focus, effort, and execution. That's coach talk, man. That's why Coach Marv is one of the best in the business. I know you didn't drew that up on the chalkboard before, Coach. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely agree with you on a few points, right? Defense must travel. And I think for the Cowboys to really get over that hump that we're trying to get to, where it's like, okay, we are really that team, our defense needs to show more consistency, because we've seen flashes of it. We saw it last Sunday, right? But then it's like another game versus Seattle, we didn't see it, right? So we need our defense to be a little bit more consistent and especially take it on the road. But like you said, this is going to be a hostile, unfamiliar environment. Going to Philly is easy for our team, y'all, because we do it, we do it every year, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new. But this is going to be different. Cowboys fans probably not going to take over Buffalo, because, we're not going to be out there deep. So this is going to be a deep-rooted, off the field, you know what I'm saying, a home field advantage that our Cowboys are going to have to go out there. And like I said, they can really test us in so many different ways. They can go out there and run the ball versus if they wanted to, right? But they can go out and air things out. It's not going to be one of those games, Coach, where it's like, okay, if Dak goes out there and offense starts scoring and we put them behind the 8 ball, we'll be perfectly fine. Nah, when you play like Josh Allen, you're going to have to play the whole 4 quarters, man, because he can definitely heat up. But there's also going to be some opportunities to go out there and definitely make things happen. So I'm excited because, like I said, Coach, the most important thing is get battle tested, prepared for playoffs. And I think this is going to be one of those games you spoke about that will definitely do it. So that way, if we got to go on the road to San Francisco, or we got to go on the road in Philly, or wherever we may have to go on the road to, it's like, nah, we went to Buffalo, bro, and we went out there and we played games and we smacked them in the mouth or whatever, right? You can lean on that. You can lean off of that experience to help you in the future.
And, Tucky, we have watched this Cowboy. We watch Cowboys games. For the last 3 years, the only thing that's hurt Dan Quinn's defense, the only thing that's hurt us, you go back to the Jacksonville game, the Green Bay game, is big plays.
Mm-hmm.
Take away the big plays that our defense has given away, that explosive plays.
Mm-hmm.
There has not been no team that consistently just drove up and down the field on us and just constantly drove the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But big plays is a paramount, that we stop big plays.
Mm-hmm.
If if we give Buffalo no big plays in this game, we win this football game.
Mm-hmm.
But if we give up big plays, it changes, especially on the road. You give up big plays on the road, it changes the momentum. It changes the field position. It changes everything. So this is where we have to lock in and have that mentality of grinding things out. And I think McCarthy talked about it this week. He knows as a veteran coach that this is the type of atmosphere that this team needs at this time to go into,
right,
to be ready for what's going to come in January.
Right.
Chuck, I appreciate you, brother, man. Keep doing your great work, man. I'm always following you, man. And salute to you, man, and keep pushing.
Appreciate you, Coach, man. Hey, how you feeling? What's your prediction, man? What's your prediction before I let you go?
I'm looking for a low-scoring game. I'm looking for a 21-17 type football game that we can come out and win. And again, I think it's not going to be the offense or defense. Special teams are going to win this football game for us.
Okay.
And I think we're going to come up. I think Foster going to come up with some big plays, and our kicking game is going to be. I think Turpin, Foster, and our punt crew. We're going to come up with some big games. I'm looking for us to block a punt in this football game.
All right, let's go ahead and get it, man. Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you.
All right. That's Coach Marv, man. Definitely get Coach Marv. And that's what I love about our Cowboys community. And, like, people get mad at me like I'm bragging or something, but it's just like we have former coaches, right? We have former players. We have so many people kind of know the game, and we all just kind of try to pick for the insights. So when Coach Marv hops on the show, y'all, I just shut up and listen. I let him cook. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm in the locker room letting the coach talk. I just let Coach Marv cook a little bit because I definitely, value his input and what he's saying. But a lot of things that he's saying is really critical for this Cowboys teams to kind of build up as we gear up for the playoffs, man. I'm going to go ahead and get to these super chats before I let y'all go, man. Doomsday, appreciate you. It said, man, play on the road and all this MVP hype. Just protect the damn ball and don't kill drives with penalties. Playoffs continue today. Yeah, you're spot on, bro. That's going to be an important piece. Like I said earlier, they get a lot of penalties, but we get a lot of penalties too. And sometimes it's the dumb penalties. And here's the crazy part, right? When it comes to the Cowboys, they always get penalties on like the biggest play. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like, bam, Rico goes and he breaks off for a run for 15 yards and you're all hyped and pumped up and there's laundry on the field. And sometimes those types of penalties just kills drives. You can't do that when you're playing a quality team like the Buffalo Bills, right? Go out there, execute, just like Coach Marv says, focus on execution, right? So that's what you got to kind of go out there and do when you're playing these caliber of teams, man. Salute to my guy, man, Anthony Hill, man. So he ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it, man. So me and Anthony, man, we played college football together, man. You play defensive tackle, right? I play linebacker, right? But I know that you guys, a lot of you guys are from Texas and y'all have, a bunch of Longhorn fans in the building. And even though y'all kind of stole my nose spot, man, Anthony Hill Jr. is the kid I've been telling you guys about for years, right? Since he was, way back in Denton Ryan in high school, man. The kid is phenomenal. I know a lot of Texas Longhorn fans are watching Number Zero. That's his dad, man. Salute to my guy, Anthony Hill, man, with the super chat. Appreciate you, bro. So Jay Tuck and Coach Marr, who should cover Diggs, Gilly, or Bland? So I think it's going to be Gilly on Diggs, man. I think it's really going to be Gilly on Diggs. I think he's going to take on that task again. I think that you're going to see Bland probably on Gabe Davis. Now they'll probably rotate a little bit more, but ultimately I think that you probably see Gilmore take on that challenge. But why not? Because we saw what he did versus AJ Brown, and I think they're going to continue that. So you'll probably see Gil. Now if Gil is really sick, maybe what I'm saying, and he's really ill, they might flip that and say, okay, Bland, go out and have at it, kid. Because I would like for Bland to go out and go out there and have his moment, right? His defensive player of the year moment. It's like, all right, he went out there, lined up one-on-one versus Stephon Diggs and played well. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think it's going to be Gil on Stephon first initially, unless he's really sick. Let's see here. My guy Smoke 140. What's going on with you, bro, man? Draft season's around the corner, man. So I'm getting all your content you send. We're starting to gear up. But he says, Tuck, it's game day, fam. Let's do this, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm in my mode. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm kind of spoiled, man. So this is my guy Blaze. Also sent a super chat, man. We've been living the good life out there in Dallas. These home games and going to tailgates and doing all. Now I'm back at home, the comfort of my own house. It's a little bit different, but I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna sit back and watch these
noon games, probably watch this Chiefs game, maybe go take my family out to eat real quick and get right back to it. But, at 3 o'clock, y'all, it's time to go out there and get what we were after, man. And like I said, one step forward, going out there, you know what I'm saying, and just winning games, stacking wins, but stacking performances, right? Even though wins or losses are important, right? Got to go out there and just show up and perform. And these are some of the things that you'll be able to add once we get to the playoffs. Now, of course, you look ahead to playoffs, right? Because, things can definitely change, right? But it's like, hey, right now, the Buffalo Bills, they're in front of us. This is what we got to go out there and handle business about. Let's just go out there and do it. And I think the Cowboys will. My guy says, can we bail yelling, here we go, after the game at AT&T? Hell no.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Nah, bro. Here we go is not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, here we go is not going anywhere. Funny thing, like, I was at my wife's Christmas party the other night on Friday, and she's a teacher, she's a principal, and of course, all the people know what I do, right? And as soon as I walk in the building, everyone was, yeah, here we go. And my wife, bless her heart, right? Like, what I'm saying? For me to kind of be one of the voices of Cowboys Nation, my poor wife don't have no idea what the hell is going on, right? So she's like, what is everyone saying? Why are they yelling at you? I'm just like, God, come on. You're embarrassing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be Mrs. J Tuck and not know.
Yeah! Here we go!
And so, she don't get it, man. My wife just goes to the game, supports her husband, but she stays out of the way. Right now, she's out Christmas shopping. She's like, she can care less, but it is what it is. But yeah, walking to the car, never hearing, here we go, man. That's the movement right now, which I like it, right? Because, me personally, I've been trying to say, Cowboys fans, we need something, right? We lost the Z chant, right? We lost that. We lost Coop. We lost Amari Cooper. Now, we thought we were going to have Deuce, but we don't have no Deuce chant, right? So here we go. It kind of gives the Cowboys some identity, something to kind of get you amped up about, man. And, go out there and support. And Dak started the movement. Here we go. They need to put it on Madden, man. Salute to my guy Stubbs, man. One of my other college teammates, man. My guy Stubbs, now he's a 49ers fan, man. We appreciate the $10 super chat. Says J Tuck, big support for your channel. Bang, bang, Niners gang. We'll get to y'all Stubbs later, man. Salute to my guy Stubbs, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they'll say, there's an Eagles content creator was like saying Tuck didn't play football in college, that I just make it up. Well, I got two of my college teammates right there in the chat, y'all. Stubbs, he played safety, right? Did he play safety? I forgot where Stubbs play. He played safety or corner. Yeah, I mean, people people have seen me post my college football photo, but there's an Eagles content creator that's on this warpath trying to tell people I never played football in college and I just made the whole thing up and everything's Photoshop. But we're not addressing it. Pursuit to my guy Stubbs, man. We'll get to your 49ers later, bro. I don't want no problems with San Fran right now. Y'all got it. Right now, we focus on the Bills, man. Yeah, so Stubbs was a safety, right? So he played safety, and you played defensive tackle, and I was playing linebacker, outside edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? So salute to my guys out there. Emporia State, the home of Leon Lett. You know what I'm saying? Leon Lett, used to be in the weight room, had all Leon Lett's, stats and everything up there. You know what I'm saying? Big cat. So, they're all right. Let's celebrate their third super on a lot. Oh, it's my guy Blazing, another super chat, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all the super chats, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, no matter where you're at, man, at home, at the sports bar, or wherever. Positive thoughts, Cowboys Nation. We don't need no negativity, man. I can't stand it when I'm on Twitter and we get down by 3 and it's the same old Cowboys. Here we go. Same old. Like, nah, bro. Get behind your team, rep your team, support our team. Because ultimately, we got bigger issues that we're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get me another one of these. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get me another one of these. And go out there and support our team. Get behind our defense. Be loud. Be proud. And I think that our Dallas Cowboys team is going to go out there. They're going to represent and get the win versus Buffalo. If I had to make a guesstimate, prediction-wise, I'm going Cowboys 28-21. Cowboys 28-21. Dak Prescott has a good day. ASAP Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb continues, right? I got 28-21 Cowboys to get this victory on the road versus the Buffalo Bills, man. But I appreciate everyone out there. Go out there, enjoy yourself, relax. That's why I like playing the later games. Get back, kick back, relax. enjoy yourself, watch some other teams, clear your mind a little bit, eat some food, and at 3:30, we're going to turn up Cowboys Nation, get this win, man. So I appreciate all support. Once again, y'all, we now have memberships available. I'm starting the membership. It's only $5. I'm not doing the super expensive memberships y'all see on YouTube. Just $5. What you'll get with that, draft season, you'll get exclusive film breakdowns. You'll get full film breakdowns. Sometimes I might just upload the whole film and say, here, have that. If you want to watch a certain player, let me know. For my members, we'll do certain live streams for members only, where we'll sit down on a late night and maybe just break down film, watch it together as a family, let y'all come on the show. We'll do mock drafts, all that stuff together. Also, you'll get exclusive discounts for the CFO merch store. And then also, when I do ticket giveaways, my members are going to be the first people up for those giveaways for the Dez Bryant tailgates, for, you know, playoff games and all sorts of stuff. So go ahead, become a CFO member. I appreciate all the support. I cannot do this without you guys. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Let's go get this win, Cowboys Nation. Peace.